This video is made under fair use and is for educational purposes. This is Kim Paddock. I'd like to thank my friend Stormy, who has multiple sclerosis, for finally listening to me and working with me on helping her with her disease. When I told her that it was parasites that were causing the problem, I don't think she believed me for a while, but she's coming around. And then I found this good article about parasites and multiple sclerosis. What's the connection? So I'll go through this today so that people can get an understanding of this. I'm glad that other people are jumping on the bandwagon and realizing that parasites are causing just about every disease and pain, because that's the big mystery of how we're sick all the time. Researchers and physicians have observed an increase in autoimmune disorders, including multiple sclerosis, over the last several decades. In fact, MS is the most common non-traumatic cause of neurological disability in young adults in developed countries. As the cause of MS is still unknown, but it is known, and there is no cure, but there is a cure. An emerging body of evidence points to a causal link between parasitic infections and multiple sclerosis. MS is considered an autoimmune disease that attacks the nervous system, the brain, and spinal cord. It is thought that the immune system mistakenly attacks myelin, a fatty tissue that surrounds and protects nerves. This impacts the nerve's ability to send and receive messages to and from the brain, spinal cord, and the rest of the body. MS is unpredictable, disabling, and degenerative. That's because the parasites keep multiplying if you don't hit them with frequency. Back to the article. Current evidence continues to build and validate that parasites are the cause of multiple sclerosis. Though the science-specific infections have yet to be fully researched and accepted by health authorities, the evidence is growing too loud to ignore. And personally, myself, I've been yelling about parasites for a while now. Can parasites infect the brain and spinal cord? The central nervous system is not a sterile environment. Fungi, bacteria, protozoa, and worms can infect the central nervous system in humans that cause neurological, cognitive, and mental health problems, but also death. Can MS be caused by parasites? Various parasites have been suspected to cause MS. In 1899, Manneberg believed that malaria was a possible cause of MS. Later, more than 50 MS spirosheet references dating back to 1911 have been published in prestigious journals like The Lancet. Fungal infections have also been implicated in MS through the work of Dr. Crook, Dr. Trust, Dr. Luke D. Stepper, and Dr. Rono more than 30 years ago. Now let me explain something about the fungal infections and how they relate to parasites in your body. Let me explain how parasites operate. Parasites surround themselves with a snot, and in that snot they collect toxic heavy metals, molds, and funguses. So they surround themselves with these toxic elements to keep your body from getting rid of them. And so oftentimes what's called a fungal infection in certain people simply means an overabundance of parasites that have covered themselves in toxic fungus and mold. So fungal infections are linked to parasites as well. Back to the story. In 2016, pathologist Dr. Alan McDonald discovered nematode worms in the brains and spinal fluid of every MS patient he tested. His finding was monumental because for over 100 years, veterinarians have known that when these worms infect the central nervous system of domestic animals, the animals suffer from the same neurological symptoms found in multiple sclerosis patients. Then in 2020, Dr. McDonald found tapeworm larvae and juvenile tapeworms in the cerebral spinal fluid of MS patients. All these important documented discoveries bring the field one step closer to consensus that multiple sclerosis is an infectious disease, and if treated effectively, patients can recover and live a long, healthy, happy life. Can parasites cause muscle spasm and spasticity? Muscle spasms are involuntary contractions that can range from small twitches to uncontrolled flailing of the limbs. Smooth muscles that are within the walls of hollow organs like the colon can also spasm. The pain associated with muscle spasm also varies from milder, less frequent muscle spasms to constant, severe, rigid, and painful muscle. Muscle spasms and spasticity are a common symptom of MS. Well, of course it is, because the parasites are attacking your nerves. Animal studies can often provide insights into the cause of human diseases. Domestic animals such as sheep infected with small roundworms in the nervous system can show symptoms of spasticity and spastic gait. Tetanus is an infection caused by the type of bacteria that produces a poison, a toxin, that causes painful muscle contractions. Finding worm infestations in the stool of patients with muscle spasms is not uncommon. Some of the more common muscle spasm conditions occur with pinworm infestations and sclerosis. Can parasites cause optic neuritis? Oh, of course they can. From what I understand and from what I've read, parasites affect the eye more than any other organ in the body. So degenerative eye diseases are parasitic infections in just about every case. So let's see what they say. Optic neuritis occurs when swelling or inflammation damages the nerve fibers that transmit visual information from the eye to the brain. Optic neuritis is often one of the first noticeable indicators of multiple sclerosis that urges people to seek a diagnosis, or it can present later during more advanced stages of the disease. Common symptoms of optic neuritis include pain during eye movement, temporary or permanent loss of vision in one or both eyes. Research has shown that animals infected with the parasite Angiostronosis cantinosus develop optic neuritis symptoms similar to optic neuritis in MS patients. The optic neuritis caused by acantinosis results in pathological alternations and clinical manifestations such as ganglion cell loss, demyelinization, and prolonged VEP latency, which are similar to MS. Can parasites cause lesions? Oh my, do they ever. They cause mental illnesses too. You may want to watch some more of my videos. Lesions are found in the central nervous system, the brain, spinal cord, optic nerves, and cerebellum of MS patients. They appear on MRI images and are the result of inflammation, which is the body's response to infection. It is well understood in the scientific community that various parasites cause lesions in the CNS. Yes, they do. Can parasites cause tremors? Tremor is an unintentional and uncontrollable rhythmic movement of one part or one limb of the body. It's categorically different from muscle spasms and tremors. Both resting and active may appear mild, short-lived, and can be caused by too much caffeine or even dehydration. But they may also signal a much deeper problem or disease such as multiple sclerosis. Parasitic infection of the nervous system can be the root cause of tremors. Can parasites cause poor balance? And yes, they can. The people that took the COVID vaccine bioweapon, I noticed a lot of them were losing their balance because of the parasites that were found in every single make of the COVID vaccine bioweapon. That's another video. With multiple sclerosis, poor balance is persistent. Parasites can cause poor balance, especially in the condition Sclerosis, where an adult tapeworm releases its eggs inside the infected person's body. The eggs develop into larvae, which live in cysts in the brain. Cysts in the brain and spinal cord can cause seizures, headaches, confusion, poor balance, stroke, or even death. Can parasites cause numbness? MS patients often have numbness and tingling in different parts of the body, commonly in the extremities. It can be associated with a complete loss of feeling or a pins and needles sensation. People diagnosed with multiple sclerosis can often have symptoms of the vector-borne infections associated with Lyme disease. These microbes can cause numbness and tingling. Can parasites cause muscle weakness? Muscle weakness occurs over time in people living with multiple sclerosis, and as the disease progresses, which means you're getting more full of parasites, and debilitates the afflicted, it presents more seriously. Some parasites live in the digestive tract on their host, but many move out of the GI tract and infect the blood, organs, and central nervous system. Filarial worms are small roundworms that can invade the central nervous system of domestic animals. They can cause many neurological symptoms, including muscle weakness. These and other small roundworms can also infect the CNS of humans. Furthermore, some parasites move into the muscle tissue. Myocystis occurs when a muscle becomes inflamed, and symptoms include pain, tenderness, swelling, and or weakness. The two most common types of parasitic muscle infections are trichinosis and cysticercosis, which presents as lumps underneath the skin. Trichinosis develops as it moves into the bloodstream and begins embedding into the body tissues, mostly the muscle. At this stage, muscles can begin to weaken as a result. Can parasites cause pain? Well, yeah, they cause most of your pain. A parasite may invade a specific organ or mitigate through several organs. One common cause that leads to physical pain, especially in the abdominal region, is when patients present with acute abdominal pain due to inflammation in the bowels, bile ducts, and or intestines. A parasite infection may also induce a cyst formation that could be complicated with rupture, superinfection, or mass effect, each causing extreme level of pain in the patients. Parasites and symptoms related to multiple sclerosis. A very large percentage of the world's population has some form of parasitic infection, and it is estimated that over 1 billion people are infected with roundworms alone. For those diagnosed with MS, an understanding of parasites as a cause of disease is the best place to start on a path towards healing. Multiple sclerosis symptoms can vary in degree and intensity and mimic symptoms of parasitic infection, including numbness or weakness in one or more of the limbs that typically occurs on one side of the body at a time or in the legs and trunk. Electric shock sensations that occur within certain neck movements, especially bending the neck forward. Tremor, lack of coordination, and unsteady gait. Partial or complete loss of vision, usually in one eye at a time, often with pain during eye movement. Prolonged double vision, blurry vision, slurred speech, fatigue, dizziness, tingling or pain in parts of the body, problems with sexual, bowel, and bladder function. Dr. Alan McDonald is doing groundbreaking work validating the association between multiple sclerosis and a parasitic infection. According to Dr. McDonald's research and findings, they have not found a case of multiple sclerosis that does not contain nematodes in the cerebral spinal fluid. So then there's the conclusion. But the problem is, these people don't tell you how to actually get rid of these parasites. But we'll get to that in a moment here. I came across a video, and it's somebody that people do really like his channel. And obviously, something called the Wellness Company approached him, and he thought he was going to do you all a favor by telling you that mebendazole and ivermectin will help with your parasitic infections. Because, you know, Satan's full of tricks, always. Now that we're catching on to the parasite thing, they're going to put out more drugs or present them to you as anti-parasitic when they're actually poisons. So let's see what he's promoting here. You can pull up the safety data sheet of any chemical and see what it says. This is from Thermo Fisher Scientific, and all you have to do is in your search engine type in the name of whatever it is that you want to find out about, followed by SDS, which is safety data sheet. And you can pull this up and read it yourself. They will put the truth right in front of your face. They always have, and we still fall for it. So let's look at mebendazole, which he is promoting here. Use is advised against food, drug, pesticides, or biocidal use. Classification. The chemical is considered hazardous by the 2012 OSHA Hazardous Communication Standard. Acute oral toxicity is a category 4. So, it's toxic. It would be perfect for a serial killer who likes to poison you slowly. Category 4 is the lowest level, and it becomes even more and more toxic over time. So there's your proof right there. And you can scroll down this page for other information like the warning, precautionary statements. Wash face, hands, and any exposed skin thoroughly after handling. Do not eat, drink, or smoke when using this product. If swallowed, call a poison center or doctor physician if you feel unwell. Rinse mouth. Well, doesn't that make you, have the warm and cuddlies for this one? There's a lot more pages, but I'll leave that up to you if you want to go look down all of them at the concerns you might have. Let's go to the next one he's promoting here, which is ivermectin. It seems that a certain president pushed this in your face during the fake COVID scam, Dimmick, and got some kickbacks from Big Pharma for killing you, which is what the mafia does. But ivermectin, let's look at ivermectin. Recommended use, laboratory chemical. Uses advised against food, drug, pesticide, or biocidal product use. Hazardous identification. Now, category 1 is just straight poison. That's deadly poison, period. Acute oral toxicity. Category 1. Serious eye damage and eye irritation. Category 2, which is slightly below deadly. Reproductive toxicity, category 1A. So 1 dose of ivermectin can make you sterile, which they want us dead. So this is perfect. If you can't breed, you're going to die. Your whole race is going to die out. So take that ivermectin. Oh boy, that'll kill your parasites. It'll kill you too, which is how it kills the parasites. They have such a twisted sense of humor, these psychopaths. But you can see right here, signals, skull and bones, and deadly for your breathing system. Once again, if swallowed, call the Poison Control Center, like they're going to help you. And your local doctor, which writes prescriptions for poisons every day. Yeah, that works. And once again, like I said, you can go down and read all of the different pages if you want on ivermectin, which is a toxic chemical. It'll kill parasites. They consider you the parasite, so have at it. I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but they really need to do much deeper research on what they're trying to pawn off on you if they don't make it themselves. Another thing MS patients need to change, is their diet. Let me pull this up. Here's what'll heal the myelin sheath. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These healthy fats promote and repair the regeneration of the myelin sheath. And I don't recommend any vitamins. You really need to look these vitamins up on the safety data sheet, and you will never take a commercial vitamin again. They're all toxic chemical waste. So no vitamins. Choline and inositol, found in eggs, beef, beans, and nuts. These amino acids support myelin sheath repair. Fatty fish, leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These greens provide antioxidants and are rich in folate and other, vitamins. Nuts and seeds, including walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds. These are excellent sources of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and other nutrients. There's the fake vitamins again. Sorry about that, people. Vitamins are all fake. They're all toxic chemical waste. We've been fooled again. But anyway, let's get to what really kills parasites. I've had so many people approach me and say they've tried all these different things to try to kill the parasites in their body, and they don't work. They don't work because you're not dealing with the right frequencies to kill these things. Parasites like to go to the parts of the body that are the lowest frequency areas of your body. That's where they thrive and cause disease. The one thing that they're very sensitive to is high frequencies. That kills them like a laser beam. Even cooking them over an open flame won't kill a lot of them, which is kind of a scary thought. But yes, you want to pull out the frequency laser beam and kill these things, but you want to do it cautiously, because if you kill too many at once, you get what's called Herxheimer's disease, which is the contaminants being released from these dying parasites. Remember what I told you that was in their snot? Toxic heavy metals, molds, and funguses? Well, those are going to get released in your body when these parasites get killed by the frequency laser beam. So you have to be careful and approach this cautiously. Now let's get to what I'm giving Stormy. This is my shop, Miracle Products. And I found out that frequency heals almost every disease and pain after I discovered how to extract it from the hemp plant in 2016. And I've been into nutrition and natural healing. I've been studying it since 1976. So it took me pretty much a lifetime to find out the whole frequency thing. And once I extracted the frequency, amazing things started happening. People called them miracles. And Miracle Products was born. So we have some different products here. And what I recommend for multiple sclerosis is holy oil. Holy oil contains myrrh, which seems to be an element that's at the right frequency to kill some of these nematodes, and also helps with diabetes. There are, I believe, nematodes in the pancreas that cause diabetes. And I've had so many people with diabetes tell me that even after just a few doses of holy oil, their sugar levels dropped by 1/3 to 1/2 within days. So there's something about the frequency of myrrh. The other one I wanted to talk to you about here is the victory oil. This has taken me loads of time to figure out how to make. I'm still perfecting it, but I'm at a stage now where it's very good. And Victory Oil, I'll read about it here. Helps prevent and heal serious diseases and pain, is an immune system builder, a heavy metal detox agent, prevents radiation poisoning, absorbs radiation, removes toxins, puts oxygen in the blood, helps create new red blood cells, and kills parasites that cause cancer and many diseases. And it's linked to a video there. Start with 1 teaspoon a day. No more than 3 teaspoons a day is recommended. Children between 5 and 12 can take 1/2 teaspoon a day, 15 drops, and above 12 they can take an adult dose. Your pets can take Victory Oil too, and a few drops will do for small pets. Large dogs can take 1/2 teaspoon a day. Put it on treats or in their food. Victory Oil can heal and prevent serious illnesses and diseases such as cancer. Cancer occurs when the body's frequency drops to the lowest level prior to death. These low-frequency areas are where microparasites invade the cells and breed inside of them. When the parasite bursts from the cell on their way out to invade other cells, the sticky mess left behind becomes a tumor. Scientists have known about these microparasites that cause cancer since 1972. When the scientists placed a sample of cancer on a slide and heated it over a flame to 158 degrees, it killed everything except the parasites. So what kills disease-causing parasites? High frequency. It is important to raise the body's frequency as quickly as possible in order to destroy the cancer and disease-causing microparasites and parasites in and around the cells, and raise the body's frequency to a level at which parasites cannot live. Victory Oil contains a high-frequency extract of the hemp plant. Other diseases that may be caused by microparasites include arthritis, COPD, neuropathy, mental disorders, and a wide variety of diseases that are under the HIV/AIDS category. My research finds that nearly every disease is caused by too low of a physical frequency in the body and microparasites or other parasites. Other diseases are caused by poisons and toxins, which Victory Oil can detox from the body as well. Victory Oil contains vital nutrients and is made from cold-pressed almond oil, a high-frequency hemp extract, 20% CBD hemp buds, no THC, chaga, kelp, chlorella, French green clay, calcium bentonite clay, ginger, glycerol monosterate, organic sulfur, kelp, chlorella, diatoms, spearmint oil, and sunflower lecithin. Almond oil contains natural vitamins A, B, D, and E. These are natural vitamins, not synthetic ones. Magnesium, calcium, potassium, and 3 types of essential fatty acids that help lower high blood pressure and blood sugar, lowers cholesterol, and helps with heart disease, obesity, and prevents free radicals from damaging cells. Note, do not take commercial vitamins. They are chemical toxins. CBD hemp bud contains CBD, which kills parasites that cause cancer, myocarditis, and many other diseases, heals broken bones and increases bone density, helps with epilepsy, pain, arthritis, anxiety, depression, acne, Parkinson's disease, inflammation, heart disease, cardiovascular, reproductive health, alleviates pain and inflammation, and more. Kelp contains monosodium iodide, which protects cells from radiation, helps the thyroid, maintains pH balance, increases bone density, combats diabetes and blood disorders, helps with weight loss, inflammation, and kills deadly parasites that cause cancer. Chaga reduces cancer cell growth and inflammation, controls infections, supports memory, focus, immune system, and energy, and reduces anxiety as well. Sunflower lecithin emulsifies and lowers the level of bad fats, which boosts heart health, protects the brain by healing neural cells, improves the liver, balances blood pressure, lowers risk of heart attacks and strokes, improves liver function, normalizes blood pressure, and can even help you grow your hair back if it is falling out. Glycerol monosterate is added to thicken the oil and keep all of the elements in suspension. This ingredient also hydrates the body, lowers the heart rate, increases the amount of red blood cells, and is used by athletes for endurance. French green clay is used to take poisons from your body, delivers essential minerals, and balances your natural equilibrium. It also used to remove radiation from your body and prevent radiation poisoning, fights infections, anemia, aging, candida, and treats food poisoning. Contains vital minerals such as magnesium, calcium, potassium, manganese, phosphorus, zinc, selenium, and cobalt. Calcium bentonite clay absorbs toxins, detoxifies the gut, pulls heavy metals from the body, is good for weight loss, constipation, and diarrhea, aids in digestion, helps with thyroid function, and aids in the health of teeth and gums, and removes fluoride. Organic sulfur helps with autism, kills deadly parasites that cause cancer and numerous diseases, builds and repairs damaged DNA, helps with osteoporosis, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, regulates insulin production, which helps with chronic headaches and emphysema, removes toxins and poisons from the liver, removes parasites and their eggs from the colon, regulates insulin production, helps with kidney function and eye problems, prevents blood clots. Victory oil is an overall heavy metal detox when used along with a source of fiber. Fiber is vital in order to remove the heavy metals from the body, so please add fiber to your diet. Be aware that parasites in your body surround themselves with toxic heavy metals, molds, funguses, and yeast, which is candida, to protect them from your immune system. Caution: killing these parasites too quickly can release these toxins in your body and can cause a condition known as Herxheimer reaction. If this occurs, reduce the amount of victory oil that you take daily, but do not stop taking it. Take activated charcoal and add fiber to your diet to cleanse the toxins out. Be patient. A good parasite cleanse takes time. Illnesses like low-functioning autism in children are caused in part by the heavy metals and poisons in vaccines, and these toxins and poisons are found in food, toothpaste, deodorants, and so on. Low-functioning autism has gone up 180% since the year 2000 and continues to rise. No vaccinated children have autism. These vaccines contain large amounts of mercury and aluminum that can cause brain damage and other serious conditions. Heavy metal detox will take some time, so be vigilant. Now, the reason that I put that down there about low-functioning autism is because Victory Oil is named after Victor. Victor has low-functioning autism level 3, and I made this for Victor to begin with, to help him with his autism. Victor was in such a severe and painful state that he pounded his head against the walls and he screamed. He ripped his bedding apart. He tore his sheets apart. He went to the bathroom on his bedroom floor. He wouldn't go outside and play. Oh, you get the picture. His parents are the bravest people I know. They never put him in an institution and they take care of him. When his father approached me, I told him, absolutely, I will try to help Victor with this problem. I happen to be high-functioning autistic, which is genetic, by the way. The high-functioning autistic kids should be helping the low-functioning autistic kids. It's only fair. So I'm using my brilliant but broken mind to try to help repair many diseases. And Victor, by the way, is making some really good progress. He went from, after 9 months of taking Victory Oil, he started to speak. And he started saying simple words. He's now up to 3-syllable words and says yummy when you put dinner in front of him. He's went out and played on the trampoline. He's had his dad show him how to fill his water bottle, and he continues to improve. Now, another thing that Victor does take is vital minerals, which I also make. So let me take you to the vital minerals, because the vaccines, I believe, are keeping his mind and his stomach from connecting, which is vitally important and could be a serious cause of this low-functioning autism caused by vaccines. So let's go to my shop and see if I can pull up vital minerals real quick. Some people complain that I advertise my own products here, but I'm not selling you poisons and saying they're good for you. I'd rather, back something that I make myself personally and know what's in it and know how it will affect you than to promote somebody else from a big company's products or corporation. I also give a lot of this away. I have charged Victor's parents nothing in the years that I've helped him. So let's see what we have here. Oh, page 2. At the bottom there's a page 2, so you got to hit that. There it is, vital minerals. And Victor's been doing really good on the vital minerals, and I think that the sulfur also is helping him quite a bit. It's amazing. This is real sulfur, by the way, not the MSM that they call sulfur. That's not real sulfur. You might want to look that up on a safety data sheet too. It says vital minerals. Take a 1 to 1.5 teaspoons a day. Sprinkle on food, mix in smoothies, shakes, and baked goods and treats. Not for use in watery drinks as it sinks to the bottom. Vital minerals has a pleasant, mild flavor. Most people do not get the minerals that they need to stay healthy and avoid diseases. Vital minerals helps with the following: vision, thyroid, diabetes, weight loss, heart health, autism, Alzheimer's, lowers blood pressure and helps digestion, reduces pain, strengthens bones, kills parasites, and is a heavy metal detox. Contains calcium carbonate for strengthening bones and teeth, is an antacid, helps with digestive issues and chronic kidney disease, GERD, and heartburn. Sunflower lesson is called the great emulsifier, as it keeps fats from clogging arteries, decreases cholesterol levels, improves digestive health, leads to better brain function, helps the liver stay healthy, lubricates your joints to help or prevent arthritis and joint pain, helps with sleep, the nervous system, makes skin softer, heals the body faster, and grows hair back over time. Pearl powder has been used by the Chinese for thousands of years as a detoxifier, anti-inflammatory, or relaxant, an antidote for poison, alleviates depression and anxiety, helps with sleep, boosts antioxidant production, stimulates skin cells to produce collagen for better skin, promotes cellular repair and hydration, contains over 30 trace minerals including amino acids, which are the building blocks to make protein. Amino acids should also help repair the myelin sheath. High-frequency hemp powder. This is a trade secret that took me years to refine. High frequency kills deadly parasites in the body that cause nearly every type of disease and pain. Even placing some of these parasites over an open flame will not kill them. Of course, I repeated that before. I also put lutein in there. It's from the marigold plant. Lutein protects and heals the eyes by protecting the retina, helps eyes to filter out blue light, makes your eyes clearer, reduces chronic aberration, prevents age-repleted macular degeneration, and makes vision more accurate. Lutein also enhances the immune response and protects DNA. Lutein also kills the parasites that are causing your eye disease. I should probably put that in there too. Magnesium sulfate is an antacid to relieve indigestion, sour stomach, heartburn, reduces stomach acid, and increases water in the intestines, which may induce bowel movements. increases muscle and nerve function. Kelp has 46 minerals, 16 protein-building amino acids, and is rich in vitamins. That's real vitamins. Kelp is a superfood. Kelp contains vanadium that helps with diabetes, iodine, which the thyroid needs to function properly, and has iron to prevent anemia, regulates metabolism, and helps with weight loss. Real organic sulfur is used for arthritis, inflammation, allergies, protects cartilage, and heals damaged muscles, increases tissue flexibility and blood circulation, kills parasites, aids insulin production, removes toxins, aids gut health, reduces and alleviates headaches and migraines, helps with eye problems, autism, Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, emphysema, and osteoporosis. Fulvic acid slows down aging, improves digestive health, protects brain function, is antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and neuroprotective agent. It also helps your body to absorb and use nutrients better. Contains trace minerals, electrolytes, fatty acids, prebiotics, and probiotics. Boosts the ability of good bacteria to repopulate the digestive tract. Controls hormone production, regulates appetite, reduces stress, and more. Zinc gluconate slows macular degeneration in the eyes, is a cofactor for more than 300 different enzymes, synthesizes collagen in the skin, reduces the duration of colds, fights acne, and improves heart health. Diatoms are an excellent source of silicate, which improves calcium absorption, can lead to fuller, thicker hair, carries toxins from the body, and kills parasites in the digestive tract. So as you can see by now, I put a lot of thought and effort into these products to help keep people well or to heal their diseases and pain. So please support my efforts. It will also help me to be able to give products to people that are simply too poor and too sick and need them. And I do that. You can't take it to heaven when you go. So you best do some good deeds while you're here. So that's miracleproducts.com, and you can look at my other products in here, like Amazing Tooth Powder, which gets rid of candida, removes stains on the teeth, including coffee stains, removes plaque buildup, and keeps it away. I haven't had my teeth cleaned in over 2 years. I was really getting tired of the tooth scraper scraping my teeth like they were. It's torture, and you pay a lot of money for it. If you want a sample pack, there's a 5 sample pack here for $25. I have also soap. I have lotions that contain high frequency. Miracle Bath and Body Oil, which contains high frequency, which can remove nanoparticles from your body. And in here, you can scroll down and find out about the accident that changed my life and led me on this path. What is legal concerning cannabis, and my products are illegal. Things that it has healed, links to videos. There's eczema and eczema after 3 days of using frequency cream. And you can go down here and there's more pictures of people healing really well using frequency. There's a case of cancer that after using Miracle Tincture Gel about 4 times a day, after 8 months it's almost gone. She was not going to do surgery, and it was getting to the point where it was going to become very bad, as you can see. So high frequency heals cancer. It's also healed internal cancers when you use it on your skin above the cancer area. It just destroys those parasites. And then I talk about frequency of the human body. And down here is the magnetic nanoparticles in your body. And this is the story of about how I pulled all these magnetic nanoparticles out of my body with bath and body oil that contains high frequency. My theory was that these things are programmed to go to a higher frequency, which is how they find life forms, and I was correct. So we can undo what they're doing to us. And it's a learning experience. So hang in there and we'll all learn this together. There's skin cancer before and after. Before and after. Skin cancer before and after. Arthritis before and after 2 weeks of using Miracle Tincture Spray. Pat's surgery on 11/12/20. 19 days later. And 3 months, and it's almost gone. Her doctor was so shocked. Eczema, like I said, before and after. Holy oil, by the way, helps you lose weight. And then you can look at the other pictures. You can go to the testimony section and read what people are saying about it. I appreciate all your time and effort and supporting my work here. We all need a lot of help to get through these times, I know. Everything's a deception and everything's a lie. And I'm not going to blame the people that fall for it, because when you're surrounded by deceptions and lies, you're going to fall for it. At some point in time, you're going to fall for it. We just all need to learn better and learn the truth. But thank you for your support. I love each and every one of you. God bless.